street addict. Get in the feel for how these combos flow together. Cancel a normal move into a special move, then cancel a special move into a level 3 super art. Alright, I was just watching Bobby, I don't remember his name, his name, last name Johnson. Bobby Johnson? No? What am I thinking of? I forget. But seeing a level 3, I be thinking about some prison stuff, because he's, man, that story was shot out. Like, he just was released from prison after all these years. But anyway, I gotta get into the feel of what's going on again, because I made it this far. Like straight. I missed one. Of these. Oh, wait, said I did it? I didn't do this one. I don't know why I gotta check I didn't do this one, because I didn't get the complete. That was where they were telling me to do the medium crouch, and then medium crouch, medium punch into a sandblast, and then into it's one of those special arts, the level 1 special art, I think it was. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I don't think so. Getting the feel for how these combos throw together, canceling. Right. It's worth noting that this combo can be started from one of your standard space controlling normal attacks by canceling it into a special move, then into a level 3 super art. Even straight hits can be converted into serious damage. Okay, plus you don't need to use drive gauge. Very handy. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. From your opponent's perspective, they risk losing a huge amount of vitality, in an instant after getting tagged by an unassuming normal move, a high pressure situation, to put it simply. See, I'm reading it back. I'm blazed right now. I got another appointment coming up in a few minutes. I didn't even have my appointment yet. No, I'm not. Come on. Getting used to capitalizing on these kinds of situations to take practice. Math! Excuse me. Yeah. Was you able to rattle these combos consistently? Oh! Oh! How did it stay in his head? Rattle the combos consistently.
I'm about to put on yours. Yeah, come here.
She ain't having that.
Feeling nervous?
Oh, yeah.
Look at what, like a dog at a Dave Chappelle show or something. What they about to do? They about to chew that up?
Yeah.
She go. Get used to capitalizing on these kinds of situations, safe practice. Once you're able to rattle off the combos consistently through your opponent, is going to be more cautious every time the super good is pulled. I mean, see, I be needing examples of the stuff they explain. I kind of get. I wish I was recording when I got the beginning stuff, because it was so like too surreal. Like the anti-air stuff, I was like, okay, that makes sense. Like, cause I got to fully understand really, cause I did learn about it back here, something with somewhere with the combos. I forget, but somewhere in the early beginning they were telling you about, like, when you got that one move where you got to push forward and then go like down and then push diagonal to the right. Like, those ones be stupid dumb, and I'd be like, I never really got those, and I'm like, how can I do that in a fight? Because you're walking towards them, you're moving toward the person, so that's already the forward button. All you gotta do is just come down and go diagonal and then hit the command. So it's like when you do that and then you do an anti-air, which is Luke's anti-air for the uppercut one. That's pretty cool to know. The canceling into a super art, I finally understood that. And I was, in awe when I finally understood that. Blocking, I forget why I would even block. I guess because it's faster. But then there's times where you need to block, like if they coming over your head, jumping over your head or something like that, and they kick you from the other side of your head. You gotta be able to block quicker, so you probably won't be able to parry that one. Armor, I'm still trying to really. I understand it. I'm just trying to see it happen. I haven't been in many of the regular fights. I've been doing just a lot of training lately. Cross, I forgot what a cross up is already. Cross up, I mean, I remember what a crash was or something like that, where they hit the back. I'm forgetting what certain things is already, but I remember when I remember the ones that really stuck with me because I was like, wow, I didn't know that. What's another one? The overdrive. I didn't know how to do overdrive all the time. It was two of the, which makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. Two of the, because I play in classic mode, so it's two of the, you know, buttons together. I guess I don't know how to describe it. If you're doing a kick, you gotta be two of the kick buttons together. If you're doing some type of punch, you gotta be two of the punch buttons together. Which I'm still trying to understand the different power levels for it, because you could push like X and Y, which that's the only one I do right now. You could push Y and RB, and then you could push something else. It's a third one, but I don't know it. I mean X and RB? Yeah, it's either Y and RB, or X and RB, or X and X. I mean X and Y. So yeah, I think. What was another one? Avoiding the throw. This, I'm gonna have to pay attention to that. The drive impacts, I finally learned that in all three of the ways to do it, which is good to know. Because I only knew one way to do it, where you do it after you throw a punch or something like that. And it only happens, and that's what I'm saying, that's one of the cancelable moves, which is usually a regular standard punch or a unique punch, I think. A unique attack. They have a dynamic setting? What does that mean? You can play this in a dynamic mode. You can play it in a... Oh, let me teach you in a modern mode too? I might go through this in a modern mode afterwards. Yeah, I think I am going to go through this in a modern. I'm going to do this in standard, classic, and modern, and dynamics. I feel like I do want to learn it, but I'm having fun with standard. I mean classic. What is this dynamic? That don't even make no sense. I don't know what that is. Alright, that got me wanting to get through this then. Oh my, knee hurts so bad. Like, even just a little turn of it, it hurts. Like, oh, it hurts so bad. I don't understand how this. It's inflammation. Let's discuss a technique known as rapid canceling. You can rapidly press light normal attack to quickly cancel the move's recovery and make yourself safe. It's a good way to attack without leaving yourself open. So yeah, so like, basically, which I'm really trying to understand is, because I know you have combos, and combos where you pushing the inputs and they all flow together, clearly. But you got these cancelable ones, is you pushing a button and then you're going into another one. It's kind of like how we would do as kids, where we would want to kind of button mash, but if you got, he hitting on you, he's attacking you, but then you block a little bit, but you want to be on the offensive right again so bad, you attack with any of the the buttons, any of the buttons, usually one of the lighter buttons, the medium buttons type thing. And when you do, then you trying to go into a super stronger hit right after that initial first one. That's basically what I think I'm getting from that. It's like they're giving you a way to cut around that. Like, which is really cool actually. This is a really interesting fighting game, how they do this, because they got a way to get you out the corner, which always was the problem as a kid in all fighting games. So it was like, but a lot of people didn't stay in the corner, but that was still a possibility. But then when games like Injustice came, where you could get knocked through the corner, that was fire. So Injustice will always be fire for doing stuff like that. Mortal Kombat too. I mean, really, Mortal Kombat did that first. What am I talking about? Mortal Kombat did that first, then Injustice. So yeah. And then there was a few other games too, but I got me thinking now. Only light normal attacks can be rapid canceled. You can't use this technique with medium and heavy attacks. Additionally, every character has specific moves they can and can't rapid cancel. That makes sense. A light because it's a light quick or something. You can't use the technique with. Okay, I gotta remember that. BDMs you can't do it with. I gotta remember that. Additionally, every character has specific moves you can't rapid cancel. Okay, I gotta remember that too. I'm gonna learn every character, but I'm definitely gonna try my best to master the characters I want to first, which ain't really that many in this game. Like number one, I'm already getting good with my wrestler. I feel like I can get good with Luke. I'll probably just go in with Luke because I did the World Tour side a little bit, which I'm about I don't know, man. I'm debating on it. Let me know in the comments if y'all think I should do this. I'm thinking debating on. They are contacting me back, Capcom, because I can't connect my email so I can get online. So I'm thinking about just resetting my whole game and resetting everything, like deleting all my store data, everything I did, and starting over, and maybe let them see if I can start a whole new like login or something. I don't know, because right now it's very weird. I really want to get online, but anyway. You can't use this technique with medium attack. Okay, cool. But yeah, let me know if you think I should do that. I don't think I should do that because I'm having too much fun as it is now. And if it don't work, then I gotta go through that all over again. All the stuff that I did, like the character I did make on World Tour, I really like them. I'm not real far in the World Tour, but I do like what I made. I don't really want to. I wouldn't be able to make that again. The decisions I made, I wouldn't be able to get again. So I don't know. I probably won't do that. It's just I wouldn't mind doing that to get online, honestly, because that's the bread and butter of the game. Honestly, I play online, go against people. I can't do that at all. I can't go against anybody. Like that really sucks. I'm gonna check my email now real quick. They got me
feeling nervous.
Man, it does suck. Cause I don't know who to contact about that. Let me see real quick. Nope. Yep. Hey man, that's so crazy. I remember how I got issues with like Nintendo or even Sony in the past. With games that I bought and I didn't really want, and I'm talking about like the same day it came out, I would try to return it. I have been only twice before. I can't think of right now what they were, but I've done that before.
Nervous?
I did it with Harry Potter recently, but I bought Harry Potter. I wound up getting it. I decided I still wanted it, but I still did it. I did that too, but that was for Xbox though. That's why it was for PlayStation. I forgot what it was I bought. I think it was Grand Theft Auto. I think I bought it already, then I really know I didn't want it. Was it? I don't remember what it was. It was something. But anyway, I looked at their number and you could call them. Like you call PlayStation, I was online hold, and it was easy. I really like that when that happened. In loose case, he can rapid cancel his crouching light attack, but not standing light attacks. When learning a new character, it's worth learning which of their light attacks can be canceled right. So in loose case, he can rapid cancel his crouching light, but not his standing. Wow, see, that's gonna be difficult to remember. But I'll be real quick to pick up. Cause once I get good with everybody, like the basic functions and understanding the cancellations and stuff, and easier combos. Cause basically I'm learning with Marissa. That's why I like combo trials. It's like certain moves you automatically gonna follow what up with another move because it's embedded into you from the combo trial. So I really like that, and I'll learn that too with him. Okay, so basically he's saying, see, yeah. So if I see, once you punch, I can't cancel that out and go into nothing else. But if he's low, he could come up. Which is a few Marissa's like that too. There's a few characters that probably could do that same exact thing right there. But then there definitely are characters that can cancel from that. Probably like the black dude. I don't know. I'm about to say Jack. I don't know. Making up rapid canceling. Let's put rapid cancel to a test. As mentioned earlier, this is all we want to do. Move around, man. Because they're doing so much reading and inputting buttons. As mentioned earlier, Luke's crouching a light attack can be rapid canceled. Make him up with the 3 feet crouching. What? Wait. Walk up and hit me with a chain of 3 crouching light punches. Boom, 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 boom. Looks like you got the hand and connecting quick light attacks together. Rapid cancels lets you start a swift offense off your quickest attack. Damn, my knee hurt so bad, man. Damn. It's funny, man. Oh, my leg hurts so bad, man. Like, just even touching it hurts. Rapid cancels. Lets you start a swift offense off the quickest attack. Luke can start with his crouching light kick. He sits low to open up his opponent's defense. Right. And there he can combo by canceling into a special move with quick starter. Light attacks barely leave an opening for that ball, making rapid cancellations effective in attack at close range. Right. Yep. That's basically like, you know, work his way up. Oh yeah, they had me with Dow. If I'm saying his name right, Luke. Now Zangief jumping back dashers. Who's that? When your opponent attempts to throw you. Who's that? Sincere James?
No, speak, James.
It's me, James. When your opponent attempts to throw you, you can't get out of it with the throw escape. We went over these before, right? In this lesson, we're going to explore the ways you can avoid throws by jumping, give you more defensive options. Strikes can knock you out or start of your jump, making them slightly risky. But depending on the direction of your jump, you can create space or switch positions with your opponent. You can also use jump attacks to go on the offensive. Even if your opponent chooses to do something other than throw you, jumping will put you in the air, reducing your overall risk. Blocking while alternating between throw attempts and jumps is an effective way to avoid. Oh, he blocked while he backed up? No, he didn't. Can you block it and go back? Jumps are even more effective. Yeah. Man! Jumps are even more effective at avoiding. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. At the back door. Who peed in the kitchen? Matt did.
Hey, just did.
Lock him up first.
Come on, Matt, let's go. Matt. Come here.
Damn, he's outside all day. Home. You watched him do it, James? You caught him doing it? Wow. He doing that because Yaya doing it. We letting her get away with too much stuff that he know better than doing. Jumps are even more effective at avoiding special moves. Damn, man. Special move throws. Lock both of them up. Special move throws can't be defended against with throw escapes. And they're dangerous there. A bad dash. Oh. Oh, back dash. I'm gonna remember that. Which that makes sense. Alright, let's look at how you can go on the offensive after using a jump to avoid a throw. As an example, you can walk up to your opponent, throw them so they attempt a throw escape. You then vertical jump in front of them instead. Your opponent will be stuck in a throw recovery, and you'll get an attack on the way down. See, yeah, it's all about being there to get a hit. This game gets serious like that. Apparently, they trying to teach you any way to. If you can get a little window and hit them, it's you got to capitalize on that. Basically, that's funny. This is particularly effective when you have your opponent in the corner. Keep that in mind. See, I'm going through these and barely doing attacks that prevent recoveries. Wait, I ain't even barely do that with Zangief. Attacks that prevent recoveries. Some attacks will knock the opponent down, right, and prevent them from using a knockdown recovery. When this happens, hard knockdown will appear for the player who is knocked down. There are several attacks that can hard. Oh, excuse me. Last chief among them is sweeping crouch. Heavy attack that many characters have. There's another option shared between all characters. Perform a throw as a punish counter, and it will become a hard knockdown. This applies to both normal throws and special throws. Alright, try causing a hard knockdown. Don't hold back. Hit me with a crouching heavy kick. Yeah, I remember that. I learned that man earlier ago. Next, use a throw to cause a punish counter. Go ahead and throw me while I'm in dry parry. I wait till he's broke. Oh, they still gave it to me. I thought they was gonna end it and restart it. Did you notice how that caused a hard knockdown? You can't use recoveries after a hard knockdown. Wow. So there's no need to worry about your opponent doing a backward recovery. Your opponent as they get up. These aren't any moves that cause hard knockdowns either. Some characters have special arts and super arts that cause hard knockdowns, and some have specific moves that cause one on punish counter. It's worth learning which works, so you know when to be very dumb in battle. Counter hit is when you hit an opponent before the move comes out. Specifically, it's when you hit an opponent after that move begins to come out, but before it reaches the point where it actually hits you. See, so I'm reading it like that because I'm trying to watch. Hey, I kind of like how they do it, but the sound goes over what I'm reading and it messes me up. I'm gonna watch it. Okay, so I do see Ken throwing it. He barely started throwing it though. That little move looked like Ken threw it second. Yeah, Ken did throw it second. So how is that a counter hit? How is that a counter hit? And Ken threw it second. That's interesting. I'm gonna pay attention to that too. If I see that pop up, I'm like, wow, he was about to hit me. Landing a counter had two benefits. First, the initial counter hit itself deals 20% more damage. Second, opponents on the ground will suffer extra knockback, allowing you to connect more moves together that wouldn't normally combo. Punish counters. If you strike an opponent while they're recovering from an attack.
What are you waiting for?
You strike an opponent while they're recovering from an attack, you cause a punish counter. Which is, I never noticed that you can hear their feet as they're like, you know what I mean? In their stance. You can even hear Ryu's when he stretches a little bit. That's really cool.
I don't have time to play.
Yeah, literally. I'll be quiet. That's probably true. Look, so you hear Ryu's? You'll cause a punish counter, which is, as the name implies, a punishing
What are you waiting
version of a normal counter. You can cause a punish counter by attacking the opponent after their move is able to hit you. Before they're able to act again. Oh, I get it. Okay. So, and then okay, I get it. That happens a lot. When a player lands a punish counter, Yeah, that's basically like they swung, but they missed, but it was kind of close. But you hit him like instead. So yeah, punish counter. That makes sense. I'm like, I'm punishing you for making that dumbass mistake. Like, don't just throw stuff. Punish counters deal 20% more damage. Woo! Just like normal counters, but they also cause even longer knockback. Wow. That means you can land even more damage than combos off of. Wow. It's also worth remembering that landing punch counters with certain moves can change the way your opponent reacts to the hit, allowing you to get follow-ups in ways that wouldn't normally be possible. Let's see this in practice. I want you to cause an actual punish counter and observe the difference in how opponents react to the hit. I'm going to miss. I'm going to miss with the special move on purpose. So hit me with standing heavy kick as I recover to cause a punish. I'm going to miss with this move on purpose and we standing heavy kick. Oh, that's easy. I love swinging standing heavy kick. Oh, my bad. I love... Come back, do it again. Yeah, man. I love hitting this heavy kick. Excellent, you just said that. Did you notice the way I knocked back and damage I took him? No, I didn't. Once you're able to capitalize on your opponent's mistake with punish counter, they're going to be much more wary of throwing out moves carelessly. Just said that. That's right. Well, cause it don't matter if I said that. Like, that was obviously common sense. For now, just focus on blocking and counter attacking. Like, fully. See, I would see. Now it's like now I'm learning counter attack. Now I'm trying to pay attention to that. I was trying to pay attention to when they attack, learning to parry, learning to drive impact, drive impact for drive impact. You know, what is it? Overdrives cancel out drive rushes, which is really cool because I can do a drive rush. If somebody overdrive me, that's going all through my drive rush, and I like that. I want to see how that looks. I can't wait to get online. I want to see how that looks. Me throwing a overdrive and somebody doing a drive rush, and I'm just going through it.
What are you
I love it. This game is dope. The way they break it down is dope. It's deeper than anything I've thought. Like once it all just started to make sense to me. Before it was like, oh my god, what is all this drive? I thought when I was thinking about overdrive, I thought that was like, I didn't know it was the same moves but just a different impact on them, which I like that. I didn't know what overdrive. I thought overdrive was just an input you had to do, which is true. It is a certain input, but you gotta still know the moves in order to do that input, and it's two of the same buttons together from that same, body part. The drive gauge dictates the flow of the fight. Okay. Let's look at it in more detail, please. Let's do it. The drive gauge range when you use drive impact, okay, and drive parries, among other moves. It will actually refill over time, but this recovery pauses for a set period every time someone causes the drive gauge to drain. The refill speed of your gauge is affected by your outfit, and refill faster when you're on the ground than when you're in the air after jumping. Most importantly, it refills faster when you're moving forward. And then attack the opponent. The amount, the cover is a small, only cover. So wait, when you punch people, you punch drive impact out of them too? Wow. Drive gauge to me? The amount of cover is as small regardless of whether the attacks are blocked or not. That's the rule. The stronger a normal attack or unique attack is, the more drive gauge you will recover. The amount recovered by special moves vary from move to move. That means landing the strike of a string of attacks in the combo is a fantastic opportunity to recover your drive gauge. That's it. If you use a drive rush in the middle of a combo, you'll stop recovering drive gauge until the combo ends. Wow. Drive rushes are excellent for dealing extra damage, but you have to keep this in mind. Wow, I didn't know that. I did. Actually, another thing. That's another thing I learned too. Because when you're using these things, pay attention to that. Because the drive, was it drive? One of was it? It was yeah. It was a drive rush actually. I think it's a drive rush where you just dash forward, like where you're holding it, we parry and then you dash forward. I think that one takes up 3. Just that one alone. We might get over here soon though. I thought I was gonna be able to get a little further. Drive gauge depletion. Next, let's look at ways to drain your opponent's drive gauge. Once you understand the basics, it will be easier to put your opponent into burnout. And from there, the real mind games can begin. The most basic way to chip away at your opponent's drive gauge is by making them block your attacks. Heavy attacks drain more drive gauge than light attacks. Special moves drain different amount on a per move basis. If an opponent fails to block your attack, it won't drain their drive gauge, with a few exceptions. Specifically, landing a punish counter drive impact or a super art will drain your opponent's drive gauge. Remember this when you're looking for ways to force your opponent to burn out. You can land punish counters by hitting your opponent while they're recovering from a move. Okay. This will do extra damage, leave them reeling for longer, and chip away their drive gauge. The amount of drive gauge you can drain varies by move. Generally, large moves that leave you vulnerable are harder to land punish counters with, but drain more drive gauge on hit to make it up. Simply landing a drive impact will drain one block of your opponent's drive gauge. If you use a drive impact to land a combo counter, a punish counter, you drain 1.5 blocks. That's a big deal. Wow. It's important to counter your opponent's drive impact with drive impact of its own. Pull this off and you'll give a massive opportunity. You'll drain a huge chunk of your opponent's drive gauge and have on to the big damage combo. If you're behind, this is the stuff comes up on radio. Finally, yeah, super arts. Like drive impact, super arts will drain your opponent's drive gauge on hits. A level 1 drain that I'm about to read this again up. A level 1 drains half a block. A level 2 drains 1 block. And a level 3 drains 1 block. Oh, okay, good to know. When your vitality is low, your level 3 becomes a critical art. Got it. Oh, I didn't know that. Which drains 2 blocks of drive gauge on hit. What? I didn't know that. When you're low in health, your level 3 becomes a critical art, which drains 2 blocks. Wow. That's really good to know. The best time to land one of these is when your opponent is close to burnout. If your opponent's drive gauge is low, use super art to put him on edge. Wow. Right, I'm gonna get up after that though. That's really cool. I like that. I want to fight, but I got something to do. I got an appointment coming up in like an hour.